Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Happy hump day. How everybody out there doing tonight? Man, it's cold as a witch's you know what. Hopefully y'all out there keeping warm tonight. Well, man, welcome to the Number Basketball Show. This your boy, Coach Lee. Like I said earlier, hump day, 2 days away from, 2.5, 3 days away from the weekend, we going to call it. But hey, that's how we do it around these here parts. But it's time to run one with you guys. With that being said, what's up, Uncle Leroy Jr.?
Hey, man, I'm telling I got to get these drops back in, but, I'm hanging in there. Your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior, man. We kicking it on this Wednesday. Some people call it hump day because, Lee, you called it colder than the witches you know who. Hopefully you talk about a broomstick, but, man, this is we talk about nothing but basketball, man, and appreciate everybody that's hanging in, and we got some hot topics today, so let's just hop right in, man. What we got up?
First up, man.
Wait, hold on. Wait, we can't get it started before we got to give a shout out to two, man. He's tapped in with the comments on there. Appreciate it. Hey, never fucking work, man. Hey, appreciate work. Get that money.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you hanging out with us, man. So, tonight, that's a wrap. This one is speaking in particular to the one Kimball Walker of the New York Knickerbockers. Man, I don't know about this dude, man. So they saying that he's about to get sidelined for the rest of the season. Now, one point in time, he was ascending to be up there, as being considered as one of the top guards in the NBA. But he's on his third team in 4 years now. And I don't, the injury bug, I think he got hurt when he was with Boston. Now he's hurt with his first season with New York. Not looking good for player, man.
Facts. I mean, he was the number one draft. He went, first round, number 9 draft pick in the 2011 draft. But it's funny that he was drafted by the Bobcats, Charlotte Bobcats. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. He's been around a while, man.
Facts.
He's been around a while.
Facts. Now, watch this. We've been talking about this, like with all these players, about how hard it is to go back to your alma mater, to play in your hometown. So, aside from the Knicks being sucky and crappy, do you know that Kimball Walker is from New York, the Bronx, New York?
I didn't know that's where he grew up at. So it makes sense for him to go back home.
Right, because like the dude, he had the opportunity to, during a trade to, go to a number of teams, I believe, but he chose the Knicks.
Man, I chose the Knicks, and then Thibodeau, the head coach of the Knicks, he benched them back in November. He took him out of the rotation. But he did make his way back. But, man, right now, his minutes, the guy that won't ever age, it seems like, D Rose, is eating up all the minutes right now. So, I don't know what the future looks like for him. He's shutting it down now. He's probably going to be out on the market again this offseason. Moving on to his 4th team in 5 years.
Hey, a shout out to two. He says at least Jordan paid him. I guess that's probably the only upside. That's the only upside he has right now. I mean, because his last game against the Brooklyn Nets, he played 21 minutes, scored 9 freaking points. That's ridiculous. I mean, you cannot be considered anything besides a flop putting up points like that. And then 2 days before that, they played OKC. How many points you think he scored that time?
How many?
9.
I see a thing.
So on February 12th, they played Portland. This is about the highest game he's had this season. And he scored 23 points after playing 26 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, the writing's on the wall. I mean, he's playing for a bad team. So, I mean, of course, he's going to need more time to develop, and he's going to be expected to do more, which he can. So, all right, so what we got here, too? He's chiming in. He say they got Cam Reddish. Now they don't even play him. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be back next year, man. He and health has been his issue. You know, the last time he played 82 games in the season?
Was it a leap year?
Not quite in between there, but it's the 18-19 season. He played 82 games his last season. See, and this what gets you sometimes. His last season in Charlotte. So did he only go hard because it was a contract year for him? He knows he's going to be a unrestricted free agent. So he goes all out.
I mean, during the contract season, that's when you expect it, that's when you want to play better. So I can definitely see how that, he was playing for a contract and, now he is what he is, just like the Knicks are back being who we thought they were. Shout out to he said, dog, Knicks back to being the Knicks, man. Look, I was saying that before the show. I'm an old school basketball, guy, and I like the Knicks back with John Starks?
Yeah, Starks, Patrick Ewing.
Yes, sir.
D. Harper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I had a pair of Patrick Ewing back in the day, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. And those about some of the ugliest shoes.
So, and I'm looking here. He's 31. So basketball, Father Time ain't on his side. He's injured. He seems to be injury prone now. He's been benched. He's shutting it down for the season. I don't think he gonna be back in his hometown. Not unless, across the way, the Nets take a look at him. But other than that, see, this is what happens, man. When he was a free agent with Charlotte, Mark Cuban and the Mavericks wanted to pair him with the unicorn at the time. We had him, KP, and Luka. Good nucleus. But he decided going to go to Boston, stay on the East Coast. I get it. Playoffs a little bit easier to make there. But I'm pretty sure he probably would still be here, probably contributing too. And the sad thing about it, he's on the bench to the playoffs 4 times in his career.
They weren't with the Knicks.
No. Twice with Charlotte and the 2 seasons he had with Boston.
Yep. He was a beast at Boston. So, I liked him at Boston. And, I ain't a Charlotte Bobcat fan because, they took my Hornets or we took theirs. But, you got to look at, the whole schematic of everything. He's gone to the New York Knicks, who's underperforming. They really don't have any true stars. Like you said, the Dr. Father of Time, Derrick Rose, he's the number 1 player.
Yeah, because Julius Randle ain't even balling like he was earlier.
Julius who? Orange Julius? You might be talking about Orange Julius to drink because that's the only Julius that's relevant nowadays, because, like I said, Julius Randle, he's not doing anything. And so their start line, let me say this, they got Derrick Rose at point guard. They got Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and at center, Mitchell Robinson.
They got a nice young nucleus.
Who are these guys? That's like you're saying, you know what? We have a whole staff full of interns.
Man, I like Barry. Got a nice game, man. I like his game. And I forgot Evan was there. Came over from Boston as well. Mm-hmm. So, he's definitely a good role player. So they got some nice young players there. They kind of know their roles. he's injury prone. He's long in the tooth. Fell out with the coach evidently for him to bench him. And it's just, I don't think he's going to be back to the Knicks next year.
Of course not. I mean, because that part, in addition to the team, he has to play too hard and he's not making plays. He's not even on the team. He's not doing, he's not doing what's expected of him on this lower caliber team. And in addition to that, the coach benching him lets you know that there's something going on in the locker room. So yes, that's sending a direct signal to him and these other teams that might be interested in him.
Right. We'll see. Maybe we can get him on a cheap deal. He can come off the bench down here where he should have been in the first place.
Man, what y'all like, the recycling bin or something? Y'all want everybody. You want Zion Williams. You want C.J. McCullough. You want Dame. You want Derrick Rose. You want
Kimball. Won't be Rose. I take Kimball and Zion. I take them too.
Senior fat ass?
Yeah, we'll feed him well too.
Man,
put him down here with Casey, a trainer, get him back in shape, and make sure every time we come down to the NO, we thump.
Hey, man, he's going to be on the wrong team. He's going to be on the Dallas Cowboys weighing 319 pounds.
That's cold-blooded, man. So we're going to take our first break for the night.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
We be back in about 15 basketball show.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamara Moore, former WNBA guard and current head coach at Mesabi Range College. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand, for showing love and always being about those good sports. Make sure you guys show them love. You and your community can join them every week to talk about sports. Shouts out to them and make sure you check them out.
Just like that. And we back up in this bad boy.
Facts.
Man.
On nothing but basketball. So, man, you know what? We got to stop. Make a quick pivot. We got to give a shout out to Tamara Moore, man. That's a fire shout out. Like, you can tell she used to be on the radio. Can you tell that?
Yes, sir. She got the voice for
it. Fact. So what we got up next? What are we talking about? More basketball.
Next up, basketball, the number basketball show. We got Boiling Point. It might be some trouble in Tinseltown. So, Lakers didn't trade for anybody. A little bit of people upset. But now it's coming out that tension is rising over control of the team between L. Boogie, Rich Paul, his agent, and Rob Pelinka, the current GM, Kobe Bryant's ex-agent. So they fighting over who's got power to construct the team, make the making decisions and whatnot. You think L. Boogie seemed like he got more control than Kobe had with the Lakers? How's that sit with you as a NBA fan?
I mean, heavy is the head to wear the crown. To whom much is given, much is required. Now, there wasn't much required out of, Kobe during his time. The only thing, he won the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award, and then he had his issue. And then after that, it was done. So, with LeBron James has been all over in so many different lights. He's been attacked by Donald Trump. He's been in so many different political arenas, Nike, NBA, NFL, players, everyone. So, I mean, yes, he should have influence and control. I mean, because at the end of the day, what he's proved that he can handle it. So, and that's, to me, that's indicative of this good move that they made, because why would they go and make a change? Who would they pick up? Because at the end of the day,
pick up? What trade pieces do they have?
But who would help their team? Because right now, they're in this win now mode. So who would they pick up that would help them win now, that, knows their offense, that knows, that's able to be cohesive with these other players? So to me, I think that was a good move, because, that would do more harm than good adding another piece. Now watch this. Kyle Rittenhouse is suing LeBron James over defamation of character.
I saw that.
Did you?
I saw that. Him, Whoopi Goldberg, and other people.
Yes. Like I said, well, he may have not gotten traded or anything, but he's definitely getting some media attention. So definitely give a shout out to Anthony. He's hanging with us. Appreciate you, buddy. So what we got? He says trade Westbrook and AD soft fast.
Sure. Street clothes, as Barkley called them.
How you a big man? Thank you. That's what I was saying. Thank you. That's
yesterday, yo.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, the dude is a freaking big, man. Like, what you doing? And look, like, what's insulting? The dude be shooting from half court. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what the hell is your big ass doing that far from, that way from the goal? So, yeah, I agree with you on that. If anything, trade Westbrook and please trade AD. So, that's what I think they need to, they need to trade because that would help the team. I think that move would actually help the team.
Let me ask you this. So, the current team, you got Trevor Ariza, Carmelo Anthony, Avery Bradley, AD, Wayne Ellington, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, DeAndre Jordan, Russell Westbrook. All those dudes are 30 or above, except of AD. But he acting like he is. But that's an old team, man. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of those players on that team is people that LeBron wanted there or he requested there. So this is the team that he put together that's not working. And what he's not realizing, if I'm Rob Pelinka as a GM, I'm here for the long haul. We put this team together because we wanted to have this win now mentality. It ain't working, and we don't look like we're going to win nothing right now. So why am I going to continue chasing after these players that you are asking me to go get when the last two people I brought in for you ain't working? Your credibility shot at that point in time. And if I'm the GM, LeBron probably got 2, 3, maybe 4 years left in LA, tops. Maybe. That's stretching it. I say 2. But me, myself, I'm worried about my longevity. If we ain't finna win right now based on the players that you handpicked, I'm not finna hitch my wagon to that, man. I'm gonna see what I can get. I'm not gonna trade somebody where I gotta eat either a big contract or give up draft picks to get somebody serviceable. I'm not doing it. You think so? There must be 2, huh?
Yeah, that's 2. He says Lakers still winning the title. Book it. I mean, and he has a point because right now, unlike past, NBA seasons, they just got to play for the play-in. That's it. And right now, they're 4th in the Pacific Division. So, I mean, there is a chance. And we've seen this happen before, where LeBron James, he just treading water, every whole team is kicking their feet up until it's time to play. And they came on. So, I don't know.
Now, they are 9-18 on the road.
Yeah, that's
2
pretty
and
bad.
8 in their division.
That is bad. Numbers don't lie. Yeah, they have been playing bad, but how is it that it's not working? Now, I want to circle back around to something you mentioned, about this team being so old. Do you know who Trevor Ariza is?
Man, that dude, I could have swore I played him on Live 95.
Wet. That boy is wet, man. He will shoot your lights out. So, I mean, they don't have to play.
He will, but he's 36.
Huh?
He's 36.
That is true, but Trevor Ariza always had 2 things, defense and a shot. So, I mean, what else does he have to do? We've seen in the NBA, not many play defense. So he's going to get a shot. He doesn't have to run up and down the court, but he's, I think he's in shape, and he's always been in shape to play, full 30+ minutes.
Man, I'm looking at their salaries. Of course, LeBron making 41. AD's making 35. Westbrook's making $44 million. Man, get out of here. Lakers ain't finna win nothing.
Man, how you gonna count LeBron James out?
Man, you got a dude coming off the bench taking up so much of your cap space, man. Nah, they ain't got no big that want to really play. They either hurt or don't want to go down there. Who is his help?
It doesn't matter who needs to be his help. LeBron James can take over and win a game by himself. He's done that in Cleveland, done it everywhere except in Miami. So, I mean, at the end of the day, LeBron James can come on. So he and Carmelo Anthony are the oldest players on his team. And they know how to run a team. And they know how to win. So, I mean,
we got a lot of comments in here, too.
So we got, so we say, Brian, get out of here right after we win this year.
Ain't happening, too.
Hey, I'll buy that. I mean, because at the end of the day, we know what LeBron James is preparing. He's preparing for his son to come in the NBA, and he wants to be able to play, on the same team with him. So, I mean, at the end of the day, being in the corporate world, what my boss told me, and I've heard before, if you want to move up, you got to find your replacement. You got to prepare your replacement. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I can't go anywhere until I satisfy home. So he has to satisfy home. He has to satisfy the Lakers. And the Lakers are in win now mode. So they got to bring something home in order for them to agree to allow that to happen.
And I agree with Anthony. He says people can change. Anthony came in and being a bench person, and it's working. True.
Facts.
I blame LeBron bringing his friends in to get a ring. That's the part that's hurting him. He didn't bring in the best people to build around him. And I get it. That's cool. I commend him for that. His boys that ain't got a ring yet, he's trying to help them get that ring. I feel that. Big ups to you, man. But if you doing that, you can't get mad at the GM or upset with the GM at the same time. Because, again, this is your team you put together.
That is true.
CP3 hurt. That's true. He's out like 8 weeks with a broken hand.
That's what his ass get. I'm still a little salty on how he did my Pelicans. God damn it.
Warriors want to play for 65 wins. They looking like the faves coming out the West this year. Hey, they're gonna run out of gas. Bron got the gas chamber. Take a whip of the gas. And that's true. They say LeBron is the original creative player. He don't created the team.
Hey, appreciate you on Haddock for hanging out with us. So yeah, he's right. LeBron is the original creative player.
And that creative player, right now, he got them boys at 27-31, and they're 3-7 in the last 10 games.
Hey man, look, I'm in the 40+ group right now. I'm not going out there running up and down no court checking nobody. Only thing I'm gonna do is how I was taught: protect the goal. You play the goal, play the rim. That's it.
Right.
I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Like you running around there trying to Allen Iverson me. I'm gonna run to the goal and put my hands up. That's it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, these guys, they're veterans. They know how to win. They know how to play. So I don't see why we counting them out.
Because they long in the tooth.
Hold on. Wait, time out. Brooklyn looks like a top team again?
Yeah. Hey, I like that trade they did for Ben Simmons. That's a long team with him Durant out there, man. That's a long, lean team.
I don't know, but who's their coach?
We know you're not a Nash fan. In Canada with the Arctic Blast. Shout out to Bob Ortigal. Man.
But yeah, Brooklyn Nets have been looking very good. I think they came out of this whole trade deadline trading debacle the winners.
They got better. Yeah.
Shout out to James Harden. Is he on the bench?
He may be. You know how that fool is.
Hey, man, because I remember seeing he
that,
was
it's the fat suit.
right.
Man, we're gonna take our last break for the night. Gonna finish up strong, as we always do around these here parts. But we'll be right back in about 15, 20.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Woo! Man, home stretch, brother.
Hey, man, I'm ready.
See, Anthony says Kyrie might play home games now, and you got Ben. Yeah, I saw that they talking about letting Kyrie play the home games, which made no sense in the first place. You let the visiting team that's not vaccinated play. But I digress. Shout out to Facebook. You appreciate that, man. Straight fire. That's what we do around here. So last topic of the night, honest feedback. This one is near and dear to your heart because you know I'm a big fan of the Don, a.k.a. Luka. So beginning of the season, there's a lot of talk about how Luka looked like he ate old Luka. He was a little bit chunky, overweight.
He ain't like senior fat ass.
No, he ain't there, but he looked like he's coming back into shape at the mid-season point. But there's a report that came out that said Luka was humbled by the criticism that he's received over his conditioning. And that came from the owner, Mark Cuban, or the governor as they call him nowadays. But Cuban says, I think he was humbled a little bit. I think he didn't like being called out for his weight and other things. And it finally clicked that there's a level of discipline that's required. Okay. I get it. I feel it. So he said, speaking of Luka, I had a long summer. I had the Olympics, took 3 weeks off, relaxed a bit, maybe too much. I've just got to get back on track.
So we're talking about his
3 weeks
weight.
off?
We're talking about his weight, right? Let's just make sure because, so those that don't know, his weight, he exceeded 260 pounds when he arrived at training camp. So, that's well above his, official weight that he's listed as 230.
That's true. If you and that's part of his immaturity. Is he's coming in. You're not gonna catch the LeBrons or the Kobe's coming in the season out of shape. They come in the season in shape. But I think it's good if he's identifying it and he knows that he's got to do better with that. He's the team leader if he wants to be or not. Everybody's looking what their number one player is doing. So how can you hold somebody else accountable when you're not doing your part? And it's just part of his maturation process.
Yeah, I agree. You made some valid points. So shout out to Anthony. He says Lucas, he's in Dallas. He eating good.
He must be going over to Rudy's or something. Get him a 2-piece.
So, one of the things about, definitely with NBA players being overweight, and especially guards, they're doing a lot of jumping, and that puts a lot of stress on their ankles, on their feet, and Luka's already missed like 10 straight games because of an ankle injury. So, that's definitely going to put more attention on his weight, just like senior fat ass for the new Zion for the goddamn Pelicans. He's weighing 319 pounds. He can't jump. He can hardly walk. So, at the end of the day, Luka, he's been compared to, being like the new LeBron James for the Dallas Mavs. And, shout out to Luka. He's great to watch. But do I think that this weight issue is big? No. What I do think is big is how he acknowledged it, he accepted the criticism, and he started working towards a resolution.
Yeah.
That shows leadership capabilities, and that he actually cares about the team.
Bernard says, bring back Dennis Smith Jr. He got released yesterday or the day before yesterday by Portland. See, that's another case. He got butthurt when Luka came the year after him. He went from potentially being the young face of the franchise to Luka coming in and let's be honest, Luka and DSJ, Luka game is a lot better. DSJ game hadn't evolved. You can only keep dunking over people so much. If you're gonna run the point, you gotta be able to do some other stuff. So maybe it's an opportunity to they can bring him back and J Kidd can work with him. Maybe he fell out with Carlisle when he was here. We don't know what happened. But he's out there. He's available.
That is true. That is true. But will he work?
One quick note.
Mm-hmm.
Since he got called out, and since he was not named a starter for the All-Star game, which we just had Sunday, he's been on a tear. He's been on a tear so much to the tune of his last 4 games. He's averaging 37.5 points, 10.3 rebounds, 7.8 assists, and a block. So he's putting his boys on his back. And during that time frame, let me see, they are 7-3 in a last 10 games, sitting right now in the 5th spot in the Western Conference, 2nd in their division behind the Memphis Grizzlies.
Do we have to say all that?
We did.
Well, I'm a Mavs fan, so I do
I
like
know. Look on your fantasy team too. I think
that is true.
Or have you traded him?
No. He's bolted. Yes, sir. I keeps him. I'm a Luka Doncic fan. I might get a jersey.
Yeah, I'm thinking myself, him and Ja, man. I like both those young players right now.
Yeah. You about Morant?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that boy hit him with the gritty. That boy got to find his gritty.
He should have been a Pelican, man.
Man, don't get me started. Don't get me. But we got Senior Fat Ass. Sorry.
He gonna get you. Man, who you got for shout outs tonight, brother?
Man, definitely give a shout out to everybody that hung out with us. Anthony, appreciate you. Bernard, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, getting this thing started. Once again, give a shout out to Team Chicken. She won a fight this week, last week in an impressive style. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the brand because we got some big things coming up, man. The world is opening up. Look like we're not being put back in a corner. So y'all follow us, man. We follow y'all. Post something in the group, post something on our page. But that's it. Appreciate y'all.
No doubts, man. Shout out to our partner in crime too at the JOB tonight. Man, go make that dollar bill, y'all. Shout out to Anthony. Hey, appreciate you, Anthony. You always bringing it strong every night, man. Shout out to my bro. He was out in the crowd tonight hanging out with us. I see you, Bernard. And
what you call by his real name? Governor Bernard. Don't be cussing in the comments, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to the wife. She was out here hanging out with us tonight as well, man. So, but yeah, man. Hey, I don't know about y'all. Even though we doing this, I'm gonna start pumping it now. We ain't too far away from the NFL draft, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna talk about it early and often.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to go. We might have to go somewhere and do a draft exclusive. Fly out to where it's at, man. So
yes,
like I said, we got some big things popping.
But other than that, see y'all Monday night, 7:30 sharp. We might go live throughout the day or something. You never know. Whatever come across our mind. We like to bring you that hot fire, like dialing. But that's how we do it around these here parts, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Y'all have a good night. Other than that, peace.